Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about destructuring the objects and arrays in the JavaScript. So let me declare one array of 5 elements here: 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And here I'm destructuring those values using these variables here. So basically, what's happening is here is like every value in this array is being assigned to these variables in the given order. So that means 10 will be assigned to V1, 20 will be assigned to V2, and so on. So 50 will be assigned to V5. Right? Let's go ahead and print what happens with this. This would be V2, so V3, V4, and V5 here. It's printing all the values from this array, and sometimes you want to skip some of the values. Let's say you want to skip some like V3, like V3 meaning it's mapped to 30, so I don't want 30, I want all the 10, 20, 40, and also I don't want 50. Let's say we don't want, so let's remove this, and also you don't want 30, let's remove this. I just want three values from this. Let's print what happens. So it's only printing whatever we need, so that's how we can skip the values which we don't want from the array using the destructure. And sometimes you want to add a new element to the existing array, but you don't want to copy all the elements and write down that new array, right? So, for example, let's say you have the element of like these elements, four elements, lucky numbers, and I want to add a new number to this. So I don't want to repeat those numbers again, writing new create a new object, new array out of the existing array. Basically, I can restructure the existing array like this using the three dots. That's called spread operator. So, and then I add the new number that I wanted to add to the existing array. So basically what's happening here is like it will first restructure the existing array, my lucky numbers array. So that means it will here instead of this, what it will do, it will copy all these 5, 4, 8, and 10 here, and it will add this 12 and create a new object here. So, and this is like it's copying an array, so it's a shallow copy. So meaning if you update, for example, if these are objects or values, if you're updating any of them, it will also update the reference to the object here. So this is called shallow copy, and let's go ahead and run this here. So I have the initial array 5, 4, 8, and 10, but once you update that using the spread operator, it's printing all the numbers from the existing array, right? Similarly, we can do the restructuring of the objects. So let's say you have an object data, and that has the property username, email, and address. Address has again it's an again object that has only one property here, line 1. So, and I want to restructure this data. Basically, my requirement is so always get the username from this object and keep the rest of the details keep the rest of the details or properties in this data object into a separate object here, right? So this is how we can do. So basically, this I'm taking the object as input, and I'm restructuring using this syntax here. So, and I need only the username from this data object, so I wrote the username here, and the rest of the details, meaning email and address, can be copied to this user details object. So here I'm using the spread operator. So what it means is it will read the data object, and it will assign the username to the username, and the rest of the details will be copied to user details. So if you print this one, I expect username to be George, and user details will contain all this, the rest of the details. Let's go ahead and run this one. Save it and run this. So you see here, this is from the previous one. So, but the last two are related to the object here. So the first it printed the George from this object, and the rest of the object is user detail is destructured and printing the values email and the address. Hope this is clear. And also we can add a new property to the existing object using the destructuring like this. For example, so we already have the data object, and I just want to add a phone number property to the existing object, right? So this is how we can do. So since you want to copy the existing properties, you use the destructuring operator and do the destructuring of the object. And I want to add additionally the phone number object, so I added this one. And let's print this one and see what happens. Yep, you see here the phone number property got added to the existing data object. Also, we can restructure the object argument. So for example, like this. So I have an user object with name and age as a property, and I'll talk about this object next object later. But let's say I have a function called greet, and that's taking name and let's say if you look at this syntax, little bit confusing, but I will try to explain here. So this is the greet function using the arrow function. Greet function using the arrow based syntax, right? And this is the arguments to this function. So if you look at the argument, first argument, so the name is a destructured object, right? So basically this is a destructured, where it is coming from. Let's say I'm calling the greet from here, the user object. So if you look at the user object here, user object has the property name. So that means it's directly taking the name from this one. We don't need to pass like user object and then user object dot name here. Instead, we can directly destructure that object. The name of the property is name. So we are taking the name, and here you don't see the new user here, right? The new user is here. Suppose if let's say you don't have this one anywhere. So let's see what happens first. We'll come to this part later. But let's print like we have just destructured the user object by passing the user object to this greet function, and we're only using the name. So let's see what happens. So here this is the one we are printing. Hello, Tom, you are new user. Yes, why, right? So this is also we're also printing the name. So we got the name from the object restructured properly, and also we're printing the value of new user from this argument. So you might wonder what is this part, right? So basically, if you want to set the default values to the arguments, you can do this way. You can set the values, and it should be the empty one here. So this is basically assigning the new user property with the value of y, and this is a structure, this is a syntax. And sometimes it doesn't mean that it's always y. Suppose if you don't pass this value, this object, an object with this value property, it will consider default as y. But if you pass the value of new user, then it will print new user. So that's why I declared here the new user now. So let's say you want to use a new user object. Let's pass this new user object here. So what do we expect? Since we are passing a new user object, and it's also destructuring the new user from that object, right? So then it will take n from this object. So we expect, that's why we are printing. So we expect to print it to n right now. Let's go ahead and run it. Oops, it didn't print anything. Okay, it printed n. Oh, okay, that's nice. But I didn't say properly before. It's n. So if you don't pass it, it will take default. If you pass it, will take whatever we pass to that function. That's how we can destructure the arguments of an object in the functions. And yeah, that's all. And remember one thing, that it's always when we do the restructuring using the spread up, it's always shallow copy, not the deep copy. So thank you so much.